It's 1 a.m. Alex can't sleep. He's lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, and one thought just won't leave his head. Earlier that day, he watched a video. Some guy, same age as him, 23 years old, already making six figures. Dream car, dream life, young, free. And Alex is just lying there. So he does what every person does at 1 a.m. when their brain won't shut up. He picks up his phone, opens YouTube, starts searching how to make money. Best business ideas 2024. How to get rich young. And then YouTube does its thing. A video appears. 1,000 ways to make $1,000. His thumb stops scrolling. He taps it immediately. But the video starts with some philosophical stuff about money and mindset, and he's already bored. He needs ideas. Actual ideas. He jumps to the comments. First comment says, skip to 5 minutes. That's where the good stuff starts. So he skips. And now the ideas start coming. Selling customized fruit juice cups, tiny ice cream sample boxes with every flavor, textile wax rings for factory machines, selling turmeric in premium packaging, warehouse rentals, one by one, idea after idea. And honestly, Alex is loving it. His brain is lighting up. This one could work. Oh, this is interesting. Wait, this one is actually genius. But then, slowly, something shifts. By idea number 20, the excitement is gone. Now he's just frustrated. The warehouse idea comes up and he actually gets annoyed. If I had that kind of capital, I wouldn't be watching YouTube at 1 a.m., would I? He saves the video, likes it, tells himself he'll come back to it. And then he goes to sleep with zero ideas he's actually going to use. Sound familiar?
Because here's the thing. Alex didn't have an ideas problem. He had 20 of them. What Alex had was something much harder to fix. And if you're someone who loves collecting business ideas, saving videos, filling notes apps with maybe someday plans, but never actually starting anything, then this video is specifically for you. Because today, I'm going to walk you through 5 lessons from the book 1,000 Ways to Make $1,000, but not the lessons you think, not the ideas, the real lessons, the ones buried underneath the ideas, the ones that actually explain why some people go from zero to financial freedom while others just keep watching videos about it. Let's get back to Alex. A week passes. Nothing changes. He's back to his normal routine, walking through a mall with his friends, when he spots something in a cafe. A man sitting alone reading a book. And on the cover, 1,000 Ways to Make $1,000. Alex walks straight over. Are you seriously reading that book? The man looks up, smiles. Yeah, why? Do those ideas actually work? Because honestly, it all seems like motivational fluff to me. Side hustles, quick money, 1,000 ideas. I feel like it's all just noise. The man looks at him for a second and asks, have you read it? Alex laughs awkwardly. No, I watched a summary on YouTube. The ideas part. Just the ideas part? Yeah.
The man closes his book slowly and says, that book isn't actually about the 1,000 ideas. I've read the whole thing. It's about something completely different. Alex is confused now. Then what's it about? It's about how money is made. Through value, through action, without overthinking. But let me explain it through a story, because that's the only way it'll actually land. The man's name, Alex would later find out, was someone people called Doc. And the story he told that afternoon changed everything. Doc told Alex about the Sneed family. During the Great Depression, when most of America had already given up, the Sneeds were barely surviving. Jobs gone, money drying up, 2 kids about to hit college age, pressure coming from every direction. Like a lot of families, they were throwing idea after idea at the wall, trying everything, getting nowhere. But they didn't quit. After a lot of failed attempts, they landed on what they thought was a brilliant idea. A lime drink mixer. Something to sell to the wealthy people in Chicago who still had money, even during the Depression. Gin mixer, premium product, rich customers. They worked on it hard, and it failed miserably. But they still didn't quit. Then, one day, a friend who owned a farm sent them a huge box of seed tomatoes, way more than they needed. Mrs. Sneed figured, why waste them? She made juice, added her own recipe, gave some to the neighbors. The neighbors went crazy for it. Can we get more of this?
And here's what you need to notice. Mrs. Sneed wasn't executing a business plan. She wasn't following some YouTube idea. She was just doing something, acting, moving, and the market responded. Word spread through the neighborhood. People kept talking about how different it was from regular tomato juice, how fresh, how alive it tasted. That's when the Sneed family made a decision. They dropped the lime drink completely. Full stop. No, let's do both. No hedging. They committed, fully, totally, no backup plan to one single idea. Tomato juice. That's it. Whatever happened, they were going all in. They named it Morning Glory Tomato Juice because if you drank it in the morning, your morning would be glorious. Cheesy? Maybe, but they believed it. They partnered with a specialized tomato farmer to get the best quality seeds. They worked on the taste, they cut costs without cutting corners, and they started selling. It still struggled. They outgrew their kitchen and built a small factory near a railroad track. They tried to sell to everyone. Still not enough buyers. Still barely staying afloat. But then they noticed something, a pattern. The only people consistently buying their juice were wealthy, high-status customers. So instead of chasing everyone, they went narrow. They focused only on the wealthy buyers. Business got better. Still not explosive, but better. Then they did something smart. They collected testimonials from the rich customers, walked into luxury hotels, and said, "The wealthiest people in the city drink our juice every morning. Don't you want your guests to have that same experience?" Hotels said yes. Morning Glory started getting featured on famous trains. Massive publicity, zero advertising spend. And slowly, then suddenly, the business exploded. A family that was nearly bankrupt during the worst economic crisis in American history became wealthy. Not because they had the best idea, but because of what they did with a normal one.
Doc looked at Alex and asked, "What are the 5 lessons?" Alex thought for a second. "Should I also start selling tomato juice to rich people?" Doc laughed. "Kind of, but not really. Here's what the story actually teaches. Lesson 1. Action beats ideas every single time. Their lime drink idea was thought out, planned, logical. It failed. The tomato juice idea happened by accident, a gift, a leftover, a neighbor's reaction. It succeeded. Not because the idea was better, because they took massive action on it. You don't need a genius idea. You need relentless execution on any decent one. Lesson 2. Commit to one idea completely. When the lime drink failed, they didn't say, "Let's keep both going just in case." They shut it down completely. They gave everything to one idea for the long term. That's not stubbornness. That's how success actually gets built. You can't ride 2 horses at once and win a race. Lesson 3. Sell what people want, not what you want to sell. Lime drink was their idea. Tomato juice was the market's answer. They didn't discover that sitting at a desk thinking. They discovered it by doing things, by giving juice to neighbors, by watching who actually bought from them. The market tells you what it wants, but only if you're moving. Lesson 4. Failure is part of the process, not a sign to stop. The Sneeds failed at lime drinks, failed at selling to everyone, failed at keeping up in their kitchen, hit wall after wall. But every failure gave them data. Every pivot made them sharper. Your first version of any idea will not be your best version. That's not a problem. That's the process. Lesson 5. Sell the result, not the product. They weren't selling tomato juice. They were selling a feeling. The feeling of luxury, of a glorious morning, of drinking what wealthy people drink. That positioning, that story, is what got them into luxury hotels without spending a single dollar on ads. People don't buy products. They buy what the product makes them feel. Always sell the transformation. Alex was quiet for a long time after that because he realized something uncomfortable. He had watched dozens of videos, saved hundreds of ideas, but he had never, not once, actually committed to one. He had been quitting before he even started, deciding ideas were failures before giving them a real chance. The problem was never the ideas. The problem was the commitment. And that's the real lesson of 1,000 Ways to Make $1,000. The book isn't a list of business ideas to copy. It's a mirror that shows you why people with average ideas build extraordinary lives, and why people with extraordinary ideas stay exactly where they are. Ideas don't make people rich. Commitment does. So here's the only question that matters after watching this. Not which idea should I pick? That's the wrong question. The right question is, which idea am I willing to commit to, fail at, pivot on, and keep going with until it actually works?
Because that answer, that one answer, is worth more than 1,000 ideas combined.